Monday night, I asked the team, I said, guys, tell me, name a word or two that you would describe Philip Lutzenkirchen. Let me read some of them to you. Happy, relentless, dedicated, friend, loyal, determined, loving. What a blessing he and his family have been to more people than we can ever imagine. And I am so blessed to have been one of those people. And to see over the last few days the outpouring of love that has come not only from the Auburn family, but from across the nation because of the blessing that you all poured into his life so he could pour it into others. You see, Philip, he lived each day like it was his last. But he did something else that was even more important. And if we don't do anything else when we leave here tonight, if we could do what Philip did, is that when he talked to me and he talked to you, he spoke to us as if this may be our last day on earth. What a better place it has been because of Philip Lutzenkirchen, and what a better way to take him forward than for us to treat one another that way. A true blessing. Not only to live your life, our life, like it's our last day, but to treat each of our neighbors, some we know, some we don't, as if it was their last day here on this earth. Some of the stars in the sky tonight still shine brightly, even though they burned out hundreds of thousands of years ago. Our star Philip, his heart, he's not with us, but his light will shine through each of us for hundreds of years to come. God bless you all.
Philip the person. Just like Chip said, always ask our players to use their influence in a positive way, and I believe the Lord will reward you. See, Philip had that figured out before he got to Auburn. That's a tribute to his parents, his sisters, and his family, and everyone that helped raise him. Philip, when I think of him, I think of a caring person. He truly cared about people. He made you feel like family. He also probably had more friends than any player I ever coached. Old players loved him, and that's rare for a young guy coming in. A lot of those old players are here tonight. Younger players, they attracted to him. They just wanted to be around him. He was like a magnet. Players on the other team, he knew numerous players every time we played someone, and they were friends. Outside of football, he had numerous. It always blew my mind how he had the time outside of football to develop the relationships that he did. But that's just who he was. He had a caring heart. Philip was a positive person. Every time, I think I saw him smiling. And I'm a little stiff, and he always had the joke of trying to make me smile, especially in pressure situations. And I'm going to miss that. He was a great encourager. He didn't just encourage teammates when they're a little down. He had a knack to encourage coaches. I got some texts the same way. He always knew when I was a little bit down, and he would text me at the right time and just really change my whole way of thinking with an encouraged message. Also, Philip was humble. Philip, he never let success change him. And Philip was a star. There's no doubt, whether it was Auburn or anywhere else. And that's very rare that people can stay true to who they are, and he definitely did that. I always respected Philip for the next one. He was courageous. He stood up for his beliefs. He didn't give in to peer pressure, whether it was his spiritual beliefs, whether it's just his opinion. He would always be strong with it, and I always appreciated that. Bottom line about Philip, and I heard this from some other coaches too, he's the type of young man that you would want your daughters to marry, and I think that says it all. It was a true honor and a blessing for me to have coached Philip Lutzenkirchen. He not only made me a better coach, I believe he made me a better person. And I want to thank Philip for the example that he set as a person, as a player, moving forward for all the players to come through Auburn. And I would say this for all the players that are here. I know there's numerous ones that would say, speak for them, that Philip, we love you and we're going to miss you, and we can't wait to see you in heaven. War Eagle.